Rapper girl. Let me tell her this rapper. Me call your loudmouth friend name, me nah near that tree, them have a good on, you know. But you better keep your mouth shut, you know. Because me have you on text and by your call where you have me have all of the time them line up. If you know said you had to know something was going down because your texts and your calls were matching up with the arrival of your friends or your friends, are they?
Welcome back to another episode of Vibes and Insight with Nando, with yours truly, Nando and I, Billy, you know it's a boss. Now, as you've seen on the title and as you've seen on the thumbnail, this topic has been broken today and it's been all over the media. So, we see where dancehall artist Andre Whitaker, otherwise called Squash 6 Boss, he's being detained by the ICE department, and Jada Kingdom Jada Kingdom is being sued, or I should say she's about to be sued, because she and her manager, or so to speak her manager more so, breached a contract that they signed to perform at an event in England, UK. So that is one of the topic I will be embarking on. Also the squash topic, and another topic where PrettiDon is going at Nicki Minaj for some reason as it pertains to she and Blam back then, where Blam showed up at PrettiDon's house with two members wearing a mask, and they came there to threaten her allegedly, as she stated. So we're going to jump on some of these, on three of these topics, and hope y'all like, subscribe and share, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and share your thoughts. You know how it go already, man. Our Vibes and Insight with Nando. So let's jump into the topic. And the first topic I will be jumping on is the PrettiDon issue. So we have PrettiDon here. I speak some things, so let's hear what she have to say.
Rapper girl. Let me tell her this, rapper. Me call your loudmouth friend name, me nah near that tree, them have a good on, you know. But you better keep your mouth shut, you know. Because me have you on text and by your call where you have me have all of the time them line up. If you know that you had to know something was going down because your texts and your calls were matching up with the arrival of your friends or your friends, are they? They didn't come to hurt me. The rapper make them come to make an example of that, like she said. If she sent some man on me yard like Sarah Popcorn, would I respect her? All because I never want in your blood class syndicate. But more, let me tell you this. You see me? Me a one man band, one man army youth. No girl can use their money and blood clot cuff me. You hear that? Not even girl who are fucking can do that big. You hear me? I see what they did have your lion and you are frightened. Them, you can't frighten me. Me born broke. So you see the day that you tell me to delete the video and send me my account to you. Me could have do it. Me could have do it. But you're Lucifer. Me don't need to sell my soul to you. Them.
Hold on. She just called Nicki Minaj Lucifer. So she's saying that Nicki Minaj is sacrificing TikToker. She's selling souls. So as PrettiDon is saying, her word of mouth saying that Nicki Minaj and her were close. So I guess she's saying that she knows a bit too much about Nicki Minaj, or I would say alleged. She's saying she knows so much about Nicki Minaj. So she's stating that Nicki Minaj is sacrificing the TikTokers, and I don't know how to say about that because this is very much defamation of character. So if PrettiDon is putting herself into this position, she better be careful because some legal stance can be taken for situations like this. So I would say she better be careful. Now, one thing I have to say to Nicki Minaj is that Nicki Minaj, the very moment when you start gather around with the TikTokers them and start become this friend of all of them, and they're Jamaicans and you're Trinidadian, but nevertheless, you know, we're all Caribbean. But the very moment you start take on to them and start mix and mingle with them, she start coming out her thing. Now we're here at this very moment where PrettiDon take step at her and PrettiDon attack some stuff about Nicki Minaj where it is not appropriate, and these things can, I don't know, this can damage Nicki Minaj's career. Even though Nicki Minaj big already and successful, but a situation like this where a person like PrettiDon, well, she is not of any status, but a person like PrettiDon that is known within the Jamaican diaspora, I take so much step and I talk so much things about Nicki Minaj. It's unpretty. It's not pretty at all.
You have from blood clot TikTok sell their soul to I never did that to sell my work. Blood clot, they give me that work of a blood clot super chat. A super thanks. You hear that? So you know Miss Rock Queen. You gonna suck your mama with your money. You hear me? I tell you.
Wow, that's so crazy. That is so crazy. So PrettiDon right now, it is all over the media also again. Nicki Minaj. It's no time for you to slow your roll. Slow down. I understand that you're bored at home and you have your son and you don't have nothing for your hand for do because you're not even releasing music. You're just you're grown now, I understand that and you just live now. But at the same time, if you have PrettiDon and take so much steps at you, she's stating that Blam them she's stating that Nicki Minaj was aware of Blam them pulling up at her home with two man mask up. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Welcome back, people, to another episode again. And you know, I'm a boss now building a Nando with another one. So, a lot of things in the media, bro. A lot of things. So, we're gonna just jump on the squash incident. So, dancehall artist Andre Maurice Whitaker, otherwise called Squash Six Boss, back again in the custody of ICE. And, we're gonna jump on the part of the topic there and see what we're going on with Squash because and then we'll share our take. We'll give our take on the whole situation with Squash because I have no idea why Squash keeps getting into the law, keep getting caught up with the police and the right now he's being caught up with the feds and the immigration. So it is safe to say that he's probably awaiting his deportation and let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, art. Imitates life. Art imitates life. Dancehall entertainer Andre Maurice Whitaker, known to most of us as Squash, appears to be living proof. On February 24, Squash was arrested in Miami, Florida, and charged with possession of a firearm and carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. Nationwide can now reveal the details of Squash's arrest. Reports are at 10:58 that Monday night, Squash was stopped by police in the 100 block of 41st Street in Miami Beach for a traffic violation. The entertainer and the man identified as 24-year-old Zidane George Prescott were signaled to pull over their grey Mercedes-Benz car. The police say while approaching the car, Squash, who was the passenger, was observed reaching for his waistband and placing a black object in the glove box. According to detectives, Prescott was driving with a suspended license. When questioned, he said there were no weapons in the car and consented to a search. The police say they immediately went to the passenger side glove box and a gun was found. The gun, a Glock 19, was modified with an InvisiSwitch plate designed to make the weapon fire automatically. The modification turned the gun into what is popularly referred to as a chip Glock. The police say the gun fits perfectly into a holster found on Squash's waist. A further search of the car revealed a Glock 35 40 caliber gun with an extended magazine under the driver's seat. The police say that gun was not securely fastened and readily accessible for immediate use. The police also found 3 loaded magazines, one in the driver's side door, one in the center console, and one in the trunk. Both men were arrested and charged. The police note that Squash does not have legal status in the United States and is already before the court, awaiting a separate immigration hearing. For the traffic stop, Squash was not in the wrong place at the wrong time. According to the arrest report, Squash was seen by an FBI agent being handed what's believed to be the same Glock pistol found in the car by a person that was under FBI observation. The FBI then called local police, who went on to arrest Squash and Prescott. It's unclear if Squash remains in custody. According to court files, the entertainer paid a $2,500 bond on Monday. However, there's no indication the bond negates the immigration hold that's placed on the St. James native. He returns to court on March 26 at 9:15 a.m. William Mitchell for Nationwide News.
So everybody is aware, and everybody, I would say, everybody is aware of Squash doings already. It's not new to none of we, right? It's not new to none of we say Squash always are going in the wrongdoings because him love it and he's toxic and it goes hand in hand with him. Him left Jamaica claiming that he's leaving Jamaica for a better place because he's saying that Jamaica is corrupted and it's just a small place and a small environment for him and all sort of shit. So I don't know. Squash man, bro. A situation like this, you're so deeply within the badness and the lifestyle, you can't come out of it. You're fully toxic, you're fully gone in there, brother. So a thing like this now where you're in a custody with the ICE, I would only hope they make him do some time over here before them ship him down because we all know them will dip him, right? We all know them are going to dip him, but the fact that them just dip him just like that without doing time, I would rather they let him rub some time because if him come to Jamaica, him just come in a society, not facing any consequences for whatever he had done. But on the other hand, we know say a lot of man out here are wait for him for dirt him. A lot of man out here wait for him to analyze him. So again, him have enemies over here in America and him have enemies at Jamaica. So it's sticky upon him in a whole sense where it's a do or die thing for him. Me no know. Squash. And look on the screen as when you see him face, bro. Look right in him eyes. It's like the look has no remorse. Him not have a remorse look to him. It's just, bro, Squash man. People, tell me one thing in the comment section. If Squash never yet can learn him lesson, tell me if you don't think Squash learn him lesson from this. Because to me, it no look like him learn him lesson from this at all. Cause, bro, you can have yourself in this every second, brother. Every minute. Now we have Jada Kingdom here. You know, Jada Kingdom whole situation where the promoter of a UK concert that is supposed to be going on in July of this year, coming out speaking about Jada Kingdom, saying he's going to sue Jada Kingdom and their manager, or he's going to take out an injunction against her, causing her not to perform at any movie, at any show, whatever, any stage show, whatever it may be. And you know, once you have a work visa, once you have work, once somebody take out an injunction upon you, it clearly means that you cannot perform anywhere, you cannot do nothing, no form of shows, nothing at all. So if you don't resolve that situation with you and that plaintiff, you know how that goes. So let's jump into that and hear what that guy has said. His name is, I'm on YouTube where you have what's her name? Motamasi. So I'm gonna play a clip from Motamasi where the gentleman has speak on the whole issue with him and Jada Kingdom. So let's play it and hear him officer.
In June, I turned to the team and said, listen, as a promoter, because they don't understand to that extent about the level of the promotion that I want to put into this show. Remember, it's Wembley Arena, you know, it's not like a nightclub or a little showing or, you understand? Or like a party, you know what I say? It's Wembley Arena. So, we pay Wembley, I pay for the insurance, I have to have 2 insurance. Staff, liability insurance. Alright? So I pay all that. I pay everything up. I pay for the production, they get 50%. Okay? For the marketing, 50%. Everything pay up to 50%. Okay? So, back to Jada Kingdom now, manager. We have an agreement with him saying that 3 payment. We pay first payment. Now I need to promote my show before March. So I turned to him and said, you know what? We're going to pay you up before March, but we're going to pay you next week. Remember, the second payment don't due until the 14th of March. In February, we already paid the first payment in January. In February, the end of February, I said to myself, I had so many festivals around me, so I like to push out my thing. I see some giant out there, and Reggae Land, City Splash, and you name it, Glastonbury, and all of those festivals, Boomtown Festival, and the list goes on. So I said to myself, all of my artists that I had, I make sure that they're exclusive. They're not working on no festival in the UK. So I say to Benny that I want to pay you before. I want to pay you before the second payment to make it up to more than 50%. We want to pay you before. But because we have so many things dealing with, I never get back round to Benny, or we didn't get back round to Benny to pay him until the following week. Bear in mind, we still have an agreement for 3 payments that don't due until the 14th. Today, I'm making this, explaining to, what's your name, Motamasi, why I understand what I'm saying. Bear in mind, the 3 payments still don't due until the 14th of March. Today is the 5th of March. We tried to pay him in February. He turned around to us and said, because we 1 week late, not 1 week late for the third payment, for the second payment, you know, with the agreement that we had, verbal agreement, not written. The written agreement said 3 consecutive payments for the booking. So we're still within our time. But because the verbal agreement I had to pay him up, we didn't pay him until a week later. So all he could do, just hold on to the contents then now, and don't give me no any contents until you get that payment that we verbally make. The man turned around and said, on top of that, we went to the bank, and the bank was closed, and the woman let us in. We didn't have any ID for that amount of money to pay him, so I have to go back home to get additional proof. And I come back to the bank in time, and they open the door and let us in. We make the payment, send the payment, the confirmation, the receipt to him, to show him that we made the payment now, and the money is in his account. The man said, no payment, we must talk to his lawyer. I didn't understand what was going on. I tried to reach out to him, he don't answer the phone. I tried to talk to a lot of different people who I know contact with, would have contact with Jada. But I realized that most of them that I'm speaking to, them and Benny's friend, and then some of them are saying if they come through me, you wouldn't have to go through all these, you should book it through the booking agent. But the reason why I book it through with Benny, because I know him direct. So it doesn't matter who I book it through, once I follow the procedure and the terms and conditions. And my terms and conditions say 3 payment, and the second payment don't due until the 14th. So why didn't you hold on to your contents until you get the 50%? Turn on and let us have to pull the show. Let me go back in our next voice note. Right, let me start back from where I leave off. So because of the headliner, if you have a headliner and a package, and for whatever reason the headliner is no longer available, you're gonna have to pull that show. And that's what we have to do.
This man says him and Jada Kingdom management team made an agreement for 65,000 US. No, 60,000 US for Jada Kingdom to perform at One World Music Festival, and they balled on the price to 55,000. No, me you wanna know, bro. $55,000 for Jada Kingdom, brother. And he's stating that Jada Kingdom are boss yet in this old voice note, but well, I would agree to the statement. She not boss that big yet. And a $60,000 una make agreement for Jada Kingdom, bro. And he's stating that Jada Kingdom is the headliner. Now this is so strange and weird to me.
It take me a week to tell Wembley that we don't have a headliner. They wasn't happy, but I explained to them properly, and they said, okay, they're giving us some time to get a headliner, right? So because of her and his stupidness, we had to pull the show that cost us over 200,000 to put on already, and we don't finish paying them yet. So all I'm saying that he thought he had a case, and he said to me, hurry up and speak to my lawyer. So I said, okay, fine. So I speak to my lawyer here in the UK. Remember, this guy is from a small island in the Caribbean, but what's the island name? St. Thomas, right? Funny enough, when they say that, I thought he was from St. Thomas in Jamaica, but then I find out that he lives in America, where Jada lived. Remember, this guy sent all the passport pictures to us. He sent, we got a rider from him, just to show you how far we reach. And imagine a big stage as Wembley Arena, where all them stars were, Eric Clapton, Whitney Houston, you name it, and the list goes on. Who would want to work on that stage? You understand? But for some unknown reason, and even now, I haven't spoken to him since then, because he was just behaving like I don't know how to describe it. So I decided that I'm not going to speak to him. So I give it to my lawyer. And what is happening now, unless somebody can reach, is something that I really don't want to do, to be honest with you, because I know she know about it now, but initially she didn't know about it, right? But I know she know about the story now, because he hold on to the 20, we pay him 22,000 US, right? And he hold on to it and said he's not returning back that money because we breach the contract. How can we have agreement? And Mutamasi, you have that agreement, I've sent it over to you, right? So you can.
So he's stating that in this agreement that he made with the manager, who is Jada Kingdom's manager, the agreement was a 3 payment, where he paid him the first money, and the second money he paid before the show comes up, which was in March. He said he paid them sometime in February the first time, and then the second time was supposed to be in March, but because he wanted the show to be promoted early, or he wanted the show to start promoting early, he said, you know what, let me give you the second payment before the 14th, so you guys can promote the show early for me, so you know me can get some tickets selling and stuff like that. So apparently, because the second money wasn't paid early as he stated, but bear in mind that second agreement was a verbal agreement. It wasn't stated on the contract. The March 14 was on the contract, but the verbal agreement wasn't on the contract. So even if he hadn't paid them the second payment as he stated he was going to pay them before the before prior time on the contract, and he didn't, they shouldn't have breached the contract by opting out because March 14th hasn't arrived as yet. So to see that they have breached the contract and saying, oh, he should talk to their lawyers and stuff like that makes it obvious that they're in the wrong, which is Jada Kingdom and their manager. Now this man is stating that he's going to take out an injunction on Jada Kingdom. So you know, as my state already say, yo, that's a dangerous thing for you as an artist when I really bust and reach nowhere. Having an injunction take out on you, it's not a nice thing because or you're gonna be able to eat, or you're gonna be able to provide for family, whether your mother, family, whatever it may be, or you're gonna provide to put a roof over your head, knowing that you're an artist and you're a performer where you go perform on show, and Jamaican artists don't get paid by their music selling, they get paid by performance. So having an injunction taken out on your name, it's not a good thing. So he's stating that that's the next step for him, and he's asking if anybody think he shouldn't.
When you're talking, you can show the people them or read it out to them that there's a 3 payment agreement there that we agree with him to pay 3 payment. We don't reach this. We don't reach March. March as it, where we have to pay the second payment, and we tried to pay this man just because a week passed. Somebody can let me know, just explain to me the logic of it. You understand? Because I don't understand. If he's thinking about her career or her welfare or whatever, I don't know what this guy is thinking. So what I intend to do and what I'm about to do on Friday, I book an appointment at my house with the solicitor. We're going to go through all the paperwork because he think he have a solid case. But when my solicitor look at what we done so far, what we paid, and the agreement that we had, I mean, there's no, he said we breach 1 week, where is the damage? There's no damage. When you breach, there's a damage. Then I can understand that. But there is no form of damage whatsoever. You understand? You understand? Sorry. Right? This show was set to start advertise, and we have to pull the show. But it's cool. It's okay. It's something I said I didn't want to do, but unfortunately, I don't have no other choice than to take out an injunction. And the reason why I want to take out the injunction on Jada Kingdom, because of Benny. Because of his intellectual, stupid manager that he had. Because I have to say that, because he's very stupid. Because if there's no damage done, and a week in between, and we still have an agreement for 3 payment, come on. Someone explain to me, where did I go wrong, or where did we go wrong? You understand? Is I the one who vouched for her and said I want her on the show. You understand? Because they wanted to put another female from the UK on the show, and I said no. And they turned around and bite me. That's why I'm upset about the whole thing. You understand? And I reach out to several people, and everyone saying different story, and I listen to all of them story, and nobody understand what the damage, what going to happen to her when I took out this injunction on her. Because remember, we have a contract. You sign our contract, boss. You understand? You sign our contract. So at the end of the day, unless it's something that I don't want to, because I know how damaging this can be to an artist when you cannot get a work permit to perform, or you have an album that you want, or a song you want to promote, and you cannot come here yourself to promote that. You cannot come to the UK yourself to come here to do that. But I don't have no choice, because so much. We tried to reach out to Benny and said, Benny, come on, there's a lot of money at stake here. and then you hold on to the money, 20,000 US, and say you're not giving it back for what? Where is the damage? It's not matter of saying that we decide to put her on a flight, a business class then, right? And we put her on a premium. So we break the contract, how we agreed to put her on. Remember, you know, this woman said she want 2 suite and a junior suite, right? And she want bodyguard that we arrange. Me never know so she has Saddam Hussein or she a murderer or she has some.
Man, I say Jada Kingdom want too much. The man said she says she want 2 sweet, she want bodyguard and she want a limo. I think a limousine or a Omar, some shit him say, but he must say she wants so much like she's Saddam Hussein or she's, well, me can't agree to disagree because she's an entertainer, so if she wants that, she gets it.
But she want that type of bodyguard. You understand? I didn't know that she have commit crime in the UK where she want that level of bodyguard. So we said, okay. So I called the security company that I know, and I said, okay, I'm gonna give her what she want. You understand? Everything that they ask for in the contract, we meet their demands, right? We meet the agreement. We agree to do every single thing. Likewise, the other artists them as well. Because remember, I have 8 people. Remember, she's not using bands, you know. She's using tracks. She carry 8 people like a funeral. You understand me? This is it. This is.
The man said Jada Kingdom carry 8 people like a funeral. That's crazy. That is so crazy. That's how the man attack down upon Jada Kingdom. So 8 people is not a lot of people. That's not a lot of people as a entertainer.
Things that promoter have to go through, but people don't understand. You understand? So at the end of the day, we lost the show. So we're not gonna sit back and just hold on to the money as well. So that is a court case and its own. The injunction is totally different now from that because we're gonna use the injunction and fight to get back the money. That's the way to do it. You see, a lot of people don't understand the procedure. You see, the first thing I done when I came to the UK, we learned the system of the country before you can gangsterize it. So many can sit down in America and talk about breach contract. Where's the damage? Where is the damage, boss? Show the world the damage. We have proof to show the world that you send 8 passports to us and we find out that Jada don't even have a green card in America. Now my business partner in America from Haiti, he turned around and said to me, Shine, don't worry, it's the last money that man going to eat. He said, don't ever call back him phone. You understand? And I'm trying to explain to him that Jada don't know nothing at all about it at the time, but now, I guarantee she know. You understand? He now find out that she's on a rollover visa and work permit. So what we're going to intend to do is to stop her from work in America, and other things is going to happen as well that I can't reveal, and this as well. For her, I feel so sorry for the little girl. You understand?
With the help of Zero's small business accounting software, I thought the
You hear the man saying feel sorry for Jada Kingdom, but you still have to take out an injunction on her. Feeling sorry for someone is one, but doing the right thing is the other. So I get that we must say, but people, this whole thing with Jada Kingdom, let me take it off ice cream soon, because it's almost
finished. Like Whitney Houston. So I don't understand how Benny make it seems like, is this the biggest artist that you're managing? So anyway, cut a long story short, as I said, bullet point. Friday morning, I'm going to sit down on the table with my solicitor and we're going to submit at the local court an injunction. And that will damage her so bad, more than that 20,000 US, that your stupid manager hold on to. If somebody, to be honest with you, she's from Jamaica, I am from Jamaica, I don't really want to do something like this. But if somebody can tell me different, Motamasi, find them, because I know something with me really want to do. You understand? And me get up out of my bed when two artists get stranded in an airport and a man call me and say, Shining, help me, blah, blah, blah. No hotel. We find hotel and put them in, get catering for them so them can relax and easy. So you have to look after artists. And remember, me and them artists, they are not friends, you know. But what I did, I become the best friend now to them. Just to show you how I work and deal with artists. You ask all the artists that I bring to the UK here to perform sound system or artists themselves. How me deal with artists. You understand? But she don't know me. And I don't know her. I heard of her and I saw her. And I like the liquor style which she have, because I realized that the British crowd gravitate to her style. I boss her, you know, proper, you know, because she not boss it.
Man, say I boss him, I boss Jada Kingdom proper the real way. Damn. But Jada really no boss for real, you know. She really no boss like how she really for boss. So a situation like this occur where she could get an injunction on her name, bro. This is too much for her. This is more than too much. But, you know, go already, man. There you have it, you know, people. With this whole thing with Jada Kingdom. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Make me know what you think about the squash thing. If you think the ICE should ship him back to Jamaica or keep him over there in the US in Guantanamo Bay or whichever prison them have, will for lock him up and keep him over there. Just keep the big breeze boss over there, so cause have him in Jamaica right now, it's going to be an uproar. If him not come here upon good behavior, police are look for him and man are gonna look for him own enemy them. So let me know what you think in the comment section, you know, people. And let me know what you think about the PrettiDon or disrespect Nicki Minaj. As I say, Nicki Minaj come on out herself, and that's why she reach right here. So right now, so let me know what you think in the comment section. You know already, man. Vibes and insight with another episode here to update you guys. I'm out. Peace.